Generating.
Initializing.
Stand by.
Cambridgeshire, Norfolk, Suffolk, Essex, Hertfordshire.
New music generator.
New music generator.
New music generator.
This ain't a dance, it's a stick up.
I've got my way, and you've got your plans, but I don't wait to see them crumble like no ordinary man. I've got my way, and you've got your plans, but I don't wait to see them crumble like no ordinary man.
We got it in common. Pour a shot in the cup to numb what's been haunted. If I ever get up, they'll get their heads hunted. You can't rise without the risk, dummies. They tell me I should give it up, but I cannot. They want to strip away the morals, what I stand on. They only focus on the bank, that's a brain rot. And by the time their minds change, I'll be way gone. But there's some days they can cut me down and wear me out, and even make a burden from a king's talent. They'll wait till I hit the ground or call for help. I don't wait around for it to happen. I would make them feel validated if I never made it. The way they gave up on passion and traded off for a credit statement. I'll wait in my broken body, rebuilt from the bloody pavement. And when you see me next, I'll reawaken.
I've got my way, and you've got your plans, but I don't wait to see them crumble like no ordinary man. I've got my way, and you've got your plans, but I don't wait to see them crumble like no ordinary man. I'm seeing dust, dragging all the way right into kingdom come, and I can't feel the concrete anymore.
You gotta give it to get it. They all just wanna be legends. This ain't a dance, it's a stick up.
Joe Tyrone and storyteller, that is Ordinary Man, and this is the New Music Generator. Hello, you're most welcome to the next 2 hours of unsigned music from emerging artists from across East Anglia. My name is Tim Willett. I will be your host for the next couple of hours. And on today's programme, we will be looking at the latest submissions from the NMG inbox, as we always do. And thank you for sending those through. There's some new artists in there for us to meet once again this week. Then in about half an hour's time, I'll be in conversation with singer-songwriter Nick Mobin. Nick is Norwich-based and will be performing a headline show in the fine city this weekend. He'll tell us more about that gig and a live session or a live track that Nick recorded for us as well. We'll play that out for you in a little while. And then in the second hour of the show, we're kind of going to do a little bit of a look back at some of the things we've done on the programme since we came on in February, particularly onto YouTube. So we're going to bring you some best of live sessions from the studio. We've also got a look back at an NMG Awards set from 2025 and a few other bits and pieces too. We'll look back as we can. because we've got all this stuff to hand, and why not? If you want to get in touch with the programme, you are most welcome to do so. It is inbox@newmusicgenerator.com. That is the email address you can use to get in touch with us anytime. It's also the one to send your music through to the programme. Let's continue with a track from last week's show that is being released this Saturday to coincide with a live session, or a live gig, I should say, that this band are doing at Bish Bash Festival in Hertfordshire. This is Comra, the band solo project of Connor Andrews. This is 1953.
One foot in front of the other, both feet move forwards, heading in the right direction, finding love under the cover. Passion moves around the room, there's lust in her eyes. You listen to your favorite tune, left still wondering why. And you call me up 'cause you wanna know my answer. I want you to love me like it's 1953. Could you love me like it's 1953? I can tell that you're getting excited. I can tell by the way you hold my hand. Do you wanna take a trip to nowhere? On the rocket that will never land. And you call me up 'cause you wanna know my answer. I want you to love me like it's 1953. Could you love me like it's 1953? I want you to love me like it's 1953. Could you love me like it's
'That is 1953 from Conra, a.k.a. Connor Andrews. Connor, as I say, is playing at Bish Bash Festival in Bishop Stortford this weekend. Check out his social media for more information on the timings on that. Conra, C-O-N-R-A. Connor got in touch with the programme because he is an artist from our coverage area, that is East Anglia. He sent us an MP3 or WAV format track of his new release. He sent us a bio, and he sent us links to his social media. Those are what you need to do if you want to get in touch with us. You're more than welcome, whether you've been featured on the programme before with the same project, or you've moved on to a different project, or you've never sent anything into us before. You are more than welcome to get in touch. Here are the details.
To submit your music to the show, email an MP3 or WAV file to inbox@newmusicgenerator.com, ensuring you include a short biography and links to your social media.
All submissions from within our coverage area in East Anglia will be considered for airplay.
Now, I just mentioned you might have a new project. You might have been familiar with us from previous projects, and you might have a new one. That is the case with this first new track from the inbox for this week. This is The Thieving Dead, who are Alex White, formerly of Elephant Takedown and Microraptor, and Will Johnson, formerly of Vicious Mauritius. Well, we didn't feature anything from Vicious Mauritius on the show in the past, but we have featured Elephant Takedown and Microraptor in the past. So it's a welcome back to the show to Alex anyway. We're the Thieving Dead, and you have no idea how long it took us to crawl out of those graves on Newmarket Road in Cambridge, they say. If the Monster Mash and the Lost Boys existed on the same scale, we'd exist exactly halfway between the two. We've got songs about hair gel for werewolves, sunburnt zombies, and vampires having existential crisis. Does that make us death metal? Technically. Consider us another entry on your favourite Halloween playlist. Please find our new single, Grave Wax, attached. Interesting. We've just submitted our first EP, Moonlighting, for distribution, so expect us to send more music your way real soon. Catch you later, TTD. Well, let's have a listen to this. This is the Thieving Dead and Grave Wax.
Be a graveyard smash in your grave wax.
A fistful of grease makes you look sharp. Walk up to the bar, shades in the dark. The sun goes down as undead rise. Put the rave back into graveyard, they party hard. Dressed to the nines, looking his best. The wolf struts in, jacket whip vest. All eyes on him, he's the leader of the pack. His mane slipped back with the grave wax. You look real killer. I could eat you alive. You look dead cool. Grave wax, real cream for your werewolf tattoo. Make the most stop, be a zombie heartthrob. The envy of the other ghoul. Be a graveyard smash in your grave wax. Real cream for your werewolf tattoo. Make the most stop, be a zombie heartthrob. The envy of the other ghoul. Be a graveyard smash in your grave wax. Made from the finest human tallow, taken from crypts and ancient barrows. Grave wax gives 24-hour hold, stronger than deadly rip on your soul. Dermatologically tested on witches, white schools and infected. Unethically sourced ingredients, approved by the board of the dead and the damned.
You drop dead gorgeous. A sight for sore eyes. A real breathtaker.
Grave wax, real cream for your werewolf tattoo. Make the most out, be a zombie heartthrob. The envy of the other ghoul. Be a graveyard smash in your grave wax. Real cream for your werewolf tattoo. Make the most out, be a zombie heartthrob. The envy of the other ghoul. Be a graveyard smash in your grave wax.
Well, there we go. It wasn't too heavy until the last sort of 30 seconds or so, and it's got one of those pregnant pauses at the end, which can often catch radio presenters out when they think the song's finished, and then it carries on again. That's The Thieving Dead and Grave Wax, a new project from Cambridgeshire, and we look forward to hearing more from their album that they were telling us, or their EP that's coming out soon, called Moonlighting. They got in touch with us via inbox at newmusicgenerator.com, and that is exactly how this next band also got in touch with us. This is Chris Hurrell from the Cryptid Hive. Hello, please consider our new song for your show. It's the title song of our new EP. It's called Crash, and it's now available on most streaming platforms. We manifested early in 2025, releasing Goldie Holder, a 12-track album, and then followed it up with a live performance of the album called Holding Goldie at the Smokehouse. That's in Ipswich, both available on streaming platforms. We currently play small shows in the Suffolk area. In addition to the releases mentioned, we have a single called 818 and an acoustic release of some of our existing songs called Acoustics and Stones. We're currently trying to push Crash as both a single and an EP. Well, thank you to Chris for getting in touch and introducing us to your band. To say another brand new band to the playlist. Let's have a listen to this track then. This is Cryptid Hive, CRYPTID, Hive as in a beehive, and Crash.
Times the new sensation is no
There we go. That's nice to hear. New music from the Cryptid Hive, or just Cryptid Hive. I don't think they've got a T in it. A T, or a T, T, an H, or an E. That is out now. It is called Crash, and they are from Suffolk. In a few moments' time, we'll be lowering the tempo a little bit, playing you some new music from singer-songwriters like Isla May and Tabitha Lilly, and also hearing from Nick Mobin. But we'll keep this kind of theme going with this next band, who are called Monkey Foot Down, another new act to the playlist. This is Gus who got in touch and sent this track through. They are from Colchester in Essex. Raw, intimate and unapologetically loud in all the right moments, this alternative rock duo turns love and heartbreak into something you can actually feel in your chest. Their songs move effortlessly between tender confessionals and explosive hooks, capturing the chaos of falling for someone and the quiet wreckage that follows. With gritty guitars, honest lyrics, and the chemistry that feels lived in rather than manufactured, they make heartbreak sound cathartic and love feel dangerous again. So they're a duo from Essex. They're called Monkey Foot Down, and this is the track they've sent through to us called Think of You All Day.
Don't go my way. Rainmaker, like the words you never said. Chain smoker, inside my head. Sometimes I can think of you all day. Late evening, shadows on the wall, still dreaming before the fall. Love lingers in the corners of my mind. Game over, hit pause and wine. Sometimes I can think of you all day. Sometimes I can think of you all day. Heartbreaker, I could think of you all day. Soul taker, don't go my way. Sometimes I can think of you all day. Sometimes I can think of you all day.
More new music to the New Music Generator playlist. That comes from the wonderfully titled Monkey Foot Down, and the track is called Think of You All Day. We have already played you music from artists from Cambridgeshire, from Hertfordshire, from Essex, from Suffolk, and we are about to, continue to go around the counties as we do. We feature music from Norfolk, Suffolk, Essex, Hertfordshire, Bedfordshire, and from Cambridgeshire. This next track is from the band Ocean Vein, who we have played on the programme before. Ocean Vein were submitted to us originally back in April by a young man called Lucas, and we were recommended to Lucas and Ocean Vein by Myopia, who we will hear from later on in one of our Look Back studio sessions. We're going to play you the acoustic track that they did for us on the show way back in February. Anyway, we played you a track from Ocean Vein called Falling, which at the time, back in April, was their most recently released track, or they've been back in touch with this new track, which is called Landmine. It was released last week, at the end of last week, so it is available for you to go and stream now. And not only have they sent us the track, but they've also sent us the video. So if you are watching us on YouTube, you'll be able to enjoy the video version of this. This is Ocean Vein and Landfall. Helps if I unmute it. This is Ocean Vein and Landfall. There we go. That is Landmine by the band Ocean Vein. That track is available now. It came out at the end of last week. Thank you to Lucas for sending that track through to us. All right, as promised, we're going to lower the tempo slightly now and play you a couple of new tracks from singer-songwriters. This is Tabitha Lilly, who's a local indie folk singer-songwriter based in Hertfordshire. She recently released her debut single called Mine. She is an indie folk acoustic singer-songwriter who is self-taught on guitar. She began writing songs at the age of 15, crafting intimate stories about grief, love and heartbreak through a soulistic acoustic sound. Now she's 22. She's played countless weddings, pubs, restaurants and venues across the UK, including Pizza Express Live. Her sound is rooted in honest storytelling, songwriting, combining intimate lyrics with a raw acoustic-driven sound. Another new artist to the playlist. This is Tabitha Lilly and Mine.
My heart drops at the sight of you. It drives my heavy mood, and the minds fail. I hope you're proud. You're not who you think, so shout it loud. Ooh, crying over reminiscing. Dying over you missing. And I wish that we could go back in time, and I could lie and say that I'm fine. And maybe you would take it as a sign that you would still be mine. Excuses that I said they emotions turned off who's to blame. I forget that it was a game, and I'm the fool that pretend. Disappearing those same feelings. I watch your eyes as they're drifting, and I wish that we could go back in time, and I could lie and say that I'm fine. And maybe you would take it as a sign that you would still be mine. And I wish that we could go back in time, and I could lie and say that I'm fine. And maybe you would take it as a sign that you would still be
Beautiful. That is Tabitha Lilly, and the track is called Mine. The last track from the inbox for this week comes from Isla May, who is going to be on the show in this studio next week. Very much looking forward to catching up with Isla. I haven't seen her for a while. And she's been studying at Leeds Conservatoire. She's just finished the first year. She's back in Cambridge for the summer, so she's going to come in next week and play live for us. She is also releasing this new single called Round and Round, which was released at the end of last week. This largely self-recorded and produced track explores the idea that some couples can't help but keep getting back together, and takes inspiration from artists such as Ray and Olivia Dean in combining multiple music genres, including pop, folk, indie, jazz, soul, and R&B. It draws more on my observation than personal experience, she says, and therefore ties into the fictional concept of my first EP, Dancing Under a Pseudonym. She says, thanks to Elliot Porter, she'll be playing Folk and the Roses at Smoke and Roses Vintage and Vinyl Shop in Saffron Walden on the 24th of July, alongside Phoebe Austin. And the tickets are available should you wish to go and get them. Well, Phoebe will be on. Not Phoebe. Isla will be on to tell us more about that. Phoebe's not coming in. Next week on the show, we look forward to that. Isla is 19 years old and, is one of those artists, a bit like Gabby Rivers, if you listen to the Behind the Music show with Alex on Sunday. That we put out on our YouTube channel, a bit like Gabby Rivers in the sense that she's been an artist that's been on our radar and on our playlist for a number of years, but from a very young age, and still is hideously young, but not quite as young as she was when she was first introduced to us. Anyway, Isla in the studio next week. This is new from her, called Round and Round.
We swore never again. We swore only as friends. We swore to try to pretend to everybody else that we were something that we were no more. We are now here. We are making amends round the back of your sister's friend's car. It's some kind of a law. We sit in the not sure you love seeing the door, but never walking out of it, never giving in a call for a taxi to take you away. We get hot in our hatred for staying. We do this every year. Think I love you again now the winter time is here. I don't wanna be friends, I don't wanna give in to the fear, but you're here in my arms and I know now that it's pretty clear. Stop what you're doing and make me feel good. Live in a world when I'm understood. Love me in ways that nobody could. You said that we would and we knew that we would. Put her in first, I'm still number one. Ending it on what is done is done. At some point it's over, the party it ends. But we know that we'll just go round and around again. Round and round, round and round, round and round again. Round and round, round and round, round and round again. Round and round, round and round, round and round again. God, I hate you so much, but you just fill my cup. You wanna talk about love, but I don't think we know anything regarding that topic. But I'm stuck like I'm sat inside your very soul. We're a tab that never runs cold. We do this every year. Think I want you again, now the winter time is here. I don't wanna be friends, I don't wanna give in to the fear, but you're here in my arms and I know now that it's pretty clear. Stop what you're doing and make me feel good. Live in a world when I'm understood. Love me in ways that nobody could. We said that we would and we knew that we would. Put her in first, I'm still number one. Ending it on what is done is done. At some point it's over, the party it ends. But we know that we'll just go round and around again. Round and round, round and round, round and round again. Round and round, round and round, round and round again. Round and round, round and round, round and round again. Stop what you're doing and don't stop what you're doing and oh 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 stop, 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 stop. Stop what you're doing and make me feel good. Live in a world when I'm understood. Love me in ways that nobody could. You said that we would and we knew that we would. Put her in first, I'm still number one. Ending it on what is done is done. At some point it's over, the party it ends. But we know that we'll just go round and around again.
I'm sure we'll hear a live version of that on the show next week. Isla May and Round, that is available for you right now. All right. Last week I caught up with singer-songwriter Nick Mobin. He is playing a headline show at Voodoo Daddy's showroom in Norwich this weekend. He'll tell us more about that and about performing live in general. And he also recorded a live track for us at home as well. So you're going to hear both of those, the interview and the live track. But before that, this is a collaboration between Nick and May Gabriels, who's one of the acts who's supporting on the show this weekend. This is Want Me.
Try to be the one, but I lost you. How can I be the one when I'm falling apart? You say it's my life. You say it's fine, but don't call me at midnight. Like, you think it's my fault, treating you and me like it's a battle. I don't mind if I'm not right. I don't mind, I'll be just fine. Thought I knew what I was chasing, but I don't even know you. You say you want me, baby, but do you want me? I've been thinking lately, all you do is play with minds all night. Check me when you like. Oh, I'm done wasting time.
I knew nothing about you, sitting in your car with my guard down. Then I finally found truth. Ghost talk, ghost talk. Funny how I tend to stick around even if you know I'd moved on before you'd even gone.
Thought I knew what I was chasing, but I don't even know you. You say you want me, baby, but do you want me? I've been thinking lately, all you do is play with minds all night. Check me when you like. Oh, I'm done wasting time.
This is the New Music Generator, and this week's guest is Nick Mobin. Hello, Nick.
Hello.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you.
Good,
A
good.
little bit hot.
Yeah, we're recording this. Well, it doesn't actually matter me doing this disclaimer because I think it's going to be hot for the next like 3 months or something. But we're recording this on a hot day. It won't surprise you to know. So it's and it's kind of middle of the afternoon. Didn't really think that through, but never mind. Nice to speak to you and have you on the show. We haven't played anything from you for a little while. You've been a little bit quiet as far as releases go, but the reason why we've got you on is because you've got a headline show coming up on Friday at Voodoo Daddy's. But before we get to that, let's just tell people a little bit about you for people who don't know you. Singer-songwriter, based in Norwich, influenced by, who are your influences at the moment?
Well, I think originally like James Arthur, Ed Sheeran, sort of British singer-songwriters. Now I pretty much listen to anything and everything. But yeah, no, that kind of sound, and I think that's probably where my sound is currently sitting. Yeah, sort of looking to more acoustic singer-songwriter side of things, I think.
Yeah. You said to me a few months ago when I saw you that your sound was kind of changing a little bit, evolving a little bit.
Yeah, I think I tried. I released my debut project last year, which I think sat in more of a pop, singer-songwriter pop sort of sphere. But I'm wanting to strip it back and sort of, release songs how I write them, which is me and my guitar. So yeah, that's kind of what I think my sound is currently, and it will be as well.
Are you always listening to music? You got your headphones in at the moment. Are you always walking around listening to something?
Usually, yeah. Sometimes I'm listening to podcasts, but mostly music. Yeah. I love music. It's like takes up my whole life in a good way. But yeah.
And on how sort of often would you pick up a guitar or just mess around, jam to yourself? Is that pretty much a daily thing?
Yeah, I'd like it to be. I think at the moment it is. Obviously, I've got a show coming up, and I kind of my favourite thing is to pick up my guitar in the evening and have a sing. It might not be my housemate's favourite, but yeah, no. But I think, yeah, if things go in my way, it's a daily thing, and it's what I love doing. So
yeah.
So
you've not been too busy in terms of releasing stuff lately, but you have been working towards this live gig that we mentioned that's coming up on Friday. You're playing at Voodoo Daddy's showroom in Norwich. You are the headline act. You have a couple of support acts with you. The last time you played at Voodoo's, if I'm right in saying, was when you supported History and Law earlier on this year?
Yeah, that's right. That was in April, so 3 months.
And how did that go?
Yeah, pretty well. As you know, and as most people in my life know, I get quite stressed out by performing live. But that was a show that I really enjoyed. I think maybe because Voodoo Daddies is a bit of a known quantity to me now, and it was a super lovely, receptive audience. Like, it can be quite tricky supporting artists sometimes, and I haven't had too many opportunities to do so, but that was such a lovely room of people. So yeah, I think pretty well. I mean, I still had nerves, but
of course,
so we all.
You'd be concerned if you didn't have any nerves at all. You need some nerves. It's interesting that you mentioned there about it being maybe an environment that you're comfortable with, and I guess if you're not confident necessarily in performing itself, then at least being in an environment maybe surrounded by some people that you know or familiar to you at least helps you be comfortable to a certain extent, right?
Yeah, 100%. And so I think for me, I'm a pretty small artist. Most people listening at the moment probably don't know who I am. So to do a headline show, I feel like it's quite a big thing, maybe. And I think Voodoo Daddies is a perfect place because I've played there the most by quite some distance in terms of my gigs. And yeah, I love it. It's a great venue and one that I go to a lot, even just watching artists I know and that you play on here. So
I think you should be proud of yourself that you're putting yourself forward for this position, because it's a headline gig. It's your name above the door. You can put some support acts on with you to kind of share the stage with, but ultimately it's your name there, and that's quite a big thing. And as I said, and as you touched on, performing live isn't an easy thing. It's quite interesting as a musician. Some musicians absolutely love being up on the stage, and that's their favourite thing that they can do. There's an element of, I guess, showing off and demonstrating what they can do. Whereas other musicians like yourself are much more shy, reserved, and would be much happier sitting in their room just playing guitar, even to a camera or to recording to TikTok or something, rather than actually in a room full of people. And I think that there's two different sort of psychological impact looking at those two sort of sides of things in terms of being a performer is quite interesting. And you're definitely in the latter camp. I was going to say that I didn't see you play live, but when I was editing the footage of when you played at the NMG Presents gig for Rebecca, which I think was probably 2 years ago now, or nearly 2 years ago.
Yeah, March last year.
Oh, was it
so,
last year? Okay, it
Yeah.
was last year.
So it was like about a year and a half. Yeah.
And you said on stage, this is one of the first kind of gigs that I've done, and you sounded like you were nervous, but also very endearing, and you kind of made the audience kind of wanna give you a hug. It was very cute.
I think
but
I needed one.
you what?
I think I needed one.
Yeah, but you have to kind of. It's weird, isn't it? I guess you have to put yourself in that position. If you want to get people to hear your music, then you kind of have to play live and put yourself in that uncomfortable position. But then I also guess afterwards and after you've done it, do you feel a great sense of achievement?
Yeah, it's a really weird thing, and something I've sort of grappled with probably in the last year, because I've had quite a few gigs where I felt like that, and that was definitely one of the more intense ones. But sometimes I step away, and I have honestly thought, like, why am I doing this if it makes me feel so incredibly anxious? And sometimes that is a good thing, and I do it anyway, and it goes better than I thought, and that's a really positive thing. And obviously, like, I hope that's the case this time, and I'm confident it will be. But equally, like, sometimes I've stepped off stage, and I've thought, like, I don't know why I put myself through this kind of thing, which is maybe quite strong to say, but I think ultimately I do want my music heard. Sort of like everyone that I played on here, like, we all want our art being shared, with the world.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just, I think I do want that, regardless of whether it scares me of stepping on a stage in front of, 50 people, 100 people. Like, yeah, it's, I think deep down we'll want that, but it's, some people are just assured, I think, when it comes to stepping on the stage. But yeah, it's, I'm getting better. I think it's one of those things. It's just exposure. You just got to keep moving the muscle, performing, and going to open mics and playing shows and getting support slots, all of that kind of stuff, I think.
Exactly, and the more you do it, the more you'll get used to doing it. And the other thing is, I guess, with some performers, is they can become almost two different people, from the person they are off stage to the person that they are on stage, and they can create a persona for themselves, and maybe they hide behind that, and that makes them feel more comfortable. But with you, I think you are who you are on stage, and you are who you are in your music. Your music's very honest, in the way that you portray yourself online, and if you follow Nick on TikTok and his social media, it's quite honest about the way that he's feeling and the songs that he writes. If you listen to the lyrics and all that kind of thing, and that's the kind of vulnerability side of things, and you don't want to lose that as an artist, because I think that actually is something that works for you, and fits in with the kind of stuff that you're doing. But anyway, you say that you're confident about Friday, and say you're not just going to be the only one on the stage. You've got a couple of support acts. So tell me about who the support acts are.
Yeah, so I've got May Gabriels, who I've collaborated with for a while now, and she's similar to me, like an up-and-coming artist from London, but based in Norwich, and slightly different sound, a bit more R&B, soul kind of genre. But yeah, I've written a few songs with her. She featured on my debut EP, so it's feels really good to have her on the bill. And then we've got Evie Gilson, who I know less about, but I met her. Funnily enough, I went to watch May in March. That is confusing. I went to watch May in March, and I met Evie there at Voodoo Daddy. So it's kind of all linked somehow. But yeah, I thought she was great, and it was actually her first gig, I think, when I watched her. And I'm not sure. I don't think she's done one since. So I think this might be her second ever gig. But in terms of sound, I think she sits a little bit different. It's like acoustic rock, But I think what's cohesive between the three of us is, just acoustic guitar, vocals, and storytelling. I think, even with slight differences. But yeah, I'm really excited to have both of them on, and it's probably my favorite thing about headlining because, like we talked about, it's quite a scary thing to say. Oh, come to my show, not a show that I've been booked for. So yeah, it's a really, the nice part of that is asking people to come play, and so I'm really excited to have them.
Yeah, exactly, and having that, you can choose who you want. It's your gig. You can decide who you have support you. And again, going back to what makes you feel comfortable. If you've got people that you've worked with before or written songs with before, then there's somebody else that It's an environment. It's a situation that you're comfortable with. So it's on Friday. Tell me the times and where people can get tickets.
So it will be doors at 7, first support on at 7:30, sort of usual stuff, and then tickets are £5. You can get them if you go on my Instagram. There's a link in the bio, or I think if you just type in Nick Mobin Voodoo Daddies, it should come up. I think it's on like Fat Soma, but yeah, if you go on my Instagram at Nick Mobin, should be a link in the bio. But yeah, would love to see familiar faces, new faces. Yeah, it'd be really nice. But yeah.
That is Picture Your Face from Nick Mobin, played live, and he's on at Voodoo Daddy's showroom in Norwich on Friday. I thought that was quite an interesting interview, and there'll be musicians, singers, performers that can resonate with that. Performing live on stage is something that some people really enjoy and don't have any nerves for. Other people, it really does stress them out, but they know that they have to kind of do it, and when they're up there, they kind of enjoy it, and afterwards they're glad they did it. But there's that kind of mental blockage, I guess, to begin with, and it's probably not something that is talked about that often. So interesting to talk about that with Nick. He's very open about those sorts of struggles as a performer, and thanks to him for being honest on the show today. All right, we're going to look back in a few moments' time at some of our studio sessions. We're also going to play you an extract from last year's NMG Awards from Voyage, because we haven't done that for a little while, looking back at a previous live session. And we're also going to play you a few tracks from Strawberry Fair as well, because we've only played those once, those live tracks. So we're going to do all of that in the next hour. But before we do that, let's go back to last week's playlist and this from Sam McDonald.
Sat down at breakfast this morning. I couldn't take a bite. This new infatuation kept me awake last night. You stumbled onto the scene. Don't even know where you came from. Something stirred inside me. And now your name's on the tip of my tongue. Some call me crazy, some call me starry-eyed. I'm always hasty when I see things I like. You're my obsession, something I've never tried. I wanna taste you, my lips are open. Why taste a little taste to get you off my mind? Just a little taste, a little taste. You know I'm starry-eyed. Unknown number calling. My head's a fairground ride. I haven't felt this thirsty in the longest time. Something stirred inside me. And now your name's on the tip of my tongue. Some call me crazy, some call me starry-eyed. I'm always hasty when I see things I like. You're my obsession, something I've never tried. I wanna taste you, my lips are open. A little taste to get you off my mind. Just a little taste, you know I'm starry-eyed. Just a little taste to get you off my mind. Just a little taste, you know I'm starry-eyed. Don't call me crazy, just let me taste you. Don't call me crazy, just let me taste you. Don't call me crazy, just let me taste you. Don't call me crazy, just let me taste you. Some call me crazy, some call me starry-eyed. I'm always hasty when I see things I like. You're my obsession, something I've never tried. I wanna taste you, my lips are open. Just a little taste to get you off my mind. Just a little taste, you know I'm starry-eyed. Just a little taste to get you off my mind. Just a little taste, you know I'm starry-eyed.
You're listening to the New Music Generator with Tim Willett.
It started as a slow burn, an ember in the dark. Never thought it would be my turn to grow a flame from a spark. Long ago I remember a wise woman said, you gotta chase your dreams, girl, 'cause you're a long time dead. And now I know I'm alive. Remember when you told me you hated getting old? You stood there in my kitchen and said your hands were always cold. It broke my heart in pieces. a slow burn, an ember in the dark. Maybe it was your leaving that finally lit the spark. I'll follow your footsteps, keep your flame alive. Our love is never ending, even after goodbye. And now I know I'm alive. I'm alive. I'm alive.
This is the New Music Generator, and that is Jennifer Ness, and I'm alive. Hope you're well. If you've just joined us, then we're here with 2 hours every week at this time of the best new music from artists from across East Anglia. If you ever miss any of the programme, you can find it to listen to again via your radio station's on-demand page, or you can find our podcast on our Spotify podcast feed and our YouTube channel, where you can watch a visualised version of this programme, which sometimes includes music videos. You can see the guests we're talking to, and you can see me as well. Well, that's not really a selling point. Now, we are going to look back in this last hour of this week's show to some highlights from 2026 so far, because we started doing things a bit differently back in February, and we've got some studio interview clips that we're going to play you. We're going to revisit some live tracks from our Strawberry Fair stage that we did just last month. And first, we're going to look back to 2025's NMG Awards, because NMG Awards season is upon us, and news will start to be released on a regular basis over the next few months, starting from the beginning of August. So let's get ourselves in the mood, shall we, for the NMG Awards in 2026. And this is the opening act from last year's event. It was the first time I'd ever seen them play live, but I love their music so much. Took a punt on them being decent live, and they didn't let us down. They opened the show up and got everybody really up for the evening. They are Voyage. They are from Essex, and this is their set from the NMG Awards 2025.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. People around the world and on the interweb as well. How fancy is that? We are Voyage. We're going to give you a little sound, a little taste of the 70s and 80s and what we do. Here we go. This first track's called I Don't Want to Know. Tap your feet. Here we go. Yeah, I don't wanna know who you funk, or which band, or if you're drunk, or with your friends, or where we stand if it's real. Yeah, I don't wanna know. Or where we stand if it's real. Yeah, I don't wanna know. a sound trumpet all day and through the night. I'll put on a show, but you don't wanna know where you are, who you with, what you take, what you give. If you fall, who you kiss, yeah. I don't wanna know who you funk, or what you spend, or if you're drunk, if we're friends, or where we stand, if it's real. I don't wanna know. Yeah, I don't wanna know. Thank you very much. And this one's called Technical, so get your skanking shoes on. Technical, the way you makes me feel does not affect you at all. All the places, all the time, I feel so skeptical. It's not a fear, it's not my place to say, but when you're here, it takes me all the hours of the day to find another reason why I can't betray. Oh, God only knows that I can't adjust, but I always feel like it's a must. One day in my life I'll learn to trust. You gotta be so technical. I know it might not be intentional. Oh, you gotta be so, you gotta be so technical. Oh, do you never understand? It's always me that wants to take your hand, follow your voice and every single little command. I'm not your toy, but I really hope you enjoy all the things I said and done for you and what you made me do. I can't seem to understand why you won't let me push through. God only knows that I can't adjust, but I always feel like it's a must. One day in my life I'll learn to trust. You gotta be so technical. I know it might not be intentional. Oh, you gotta be so, you gotta be so technical. This is not my game, but you're so vain. It's not about you, but I stay sane. Why can't you change? Oh, you gotta be so technical. I know it might not be intentional. Oh, you gotta be so technical. Oh, you gotta be so technical. Oh, you gotta be so technical. Thank you very much. I'm so grateful to be here tonight. It's an absolute pleasure. And we're going to play this last one for you. It's called Kiss Goodbye. Tim actually played it Wednesday. Thank you, Tim. When I come home, I always feel like my feet are high, but I don't know how long I can grow till my lips are dry. Oh, I said, lay me down in bed, wrap your arms around my head, send me off to Earth. I'll go off like a firework. it's your sweetness from outer space. But I'm not leaving, 'cause no one's gonna take my place. How could I be so crazy? You never leave, it's all I ever wanted to achieve. I've got your message received. I still love you, but it's still there, because I don't need no kiss goodbye. La 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 la, wave and cry. No matter how hard I try, they always keep me hanging on the phone line. La 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 la, la 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 la. Oh, kiss goodbye. La 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 la. Oh, woo! Baby, you know I need it. But it's always there. It's stuck on me. That kiss. I always wanted, baby, give me a trouble. No one can have it, so I'll have it double. I get so happy, then you pop my bubble. Don't get so away, 'cause I know it's a struggle. I want it double bubble, triple, like a snuggle and a kiss and a cuddle, but I don't need it. Because you're stuck on me, so I don't need no kiss goodbye. La 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 la, wave and cry. No matter how hard I try, they always keep me hanging on the phone line. La 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 la, la 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 la. No wave and cry. No matter how hard I try, they always keep me hanging on the phone line. Thank you very much.
That was Voyage live at the NMG Awards from 2025. 3 tracks they performed there: Kiss Goodbye, Technical, and I Don't Want to Know. And they're all available to stream now. They've obviously released some newer stuff since then. They are playing a gig on, I think it's the 7th of August. You can go and see them play in Colchester alongside Dan Sutton at the Three Wise Monkeys there. Right, we're going to continue our look back at some of our highlights in 2026 so far in a few moments, but first we'll take this from a couple of weeks ago. This is Dan Knight and Threads.
So we
Generator.
The season made a sound. It set me down and hold me there so I don't drown. A blanket of blue. It sealed the truth behind your ways. Do what you do. Do what you do. Do what you do. Sometimes it means so much to me. When the sunlight starts to bleed through these concrete dreams that always seem to be surrounding me. Sometimes it means so much to me. Sometimes it means nothing.
We do one more song. Also off the same album, Mind Party. This is called "This Is Really Nice."
Stuff like this.
No one can see it.
Your ears, I've got a lot to
This is the new music generator, and that is a live track from the studio, from our very first live YouTube show that we did back in February from Myopia, and their track called This Is Really Nice, which is available on their album Mind Party. Right, let's continue by revisiting a few best bits from the show over the last few months. A few weeks after we had Myopia, we had Dan Sutton in the studio, and one of the tracks he did live was this. This is Red Flag.
I found a girl today who swept me off my feet. She talked so long and talked so fast, I couldn't even speak. I should have split right then, turned and walked away. Just one night, but 3 weeks on, I'm still coming back again. She's a walking red flag, baby, she makes me colorblind. Might have tried to run for my life, but my love didn't touch the sights. Maybe a red flag, baby, but that's just fine by me. 'Cause every color looks the same with a face full of double D's. I should have known from the start that something wasn't right. She thinks that balls of gas on fire in the sky control our lives. She's a walking red flag, I must admit that's close. 'Cause she's talked so much about her ex, I began to miss him too. She's a walking red flag, baby, she makes me colorblind. Might have tried to run for my life, but my love didn't touch the sights. Maybe a red flag, baby, but that's just fine by me. 'Cause every color looks the same with a face full of double D's. Like a red rag to a bull, she's a red flag to a fool. And I try hard not to fool, but my face just hit the floor and I'm begging for more. Give me more. She's a walking red flag, baby, she makes me colorblind. Might have tried to run for my life, but my love didn't touch the sights. Maybe a red flag, baby, but that's just fine by me. 'Cause every color, it all just looks the goddamn same to me. She's a walking red flag, baby, she makes me colorblind. Might have tried to run for my life, but my love didn't touch the sights. Maybe a red flag, baby, but that's just fine by me. 'Cause every color looks the same with a face full of double D's.
Nice. Dan Sutton there playing live for us. You can find all of these shows again via our YouTube and Spotify archive, by the way. And if you're obviously watching on YouTube, you'll be able to see them visually as well. One more from the studio. This was when Mulholland Jive came by, and he did a collaboration of different covers of songs from the playlist from previous weeks on his piano. But he also did this, which is a live version of his track Levitate. There we go. Not long enough, in my opinion. That's Levitate from Mulholland Jive, and there's a couple of live studio sessions that we've had on the show recently. Next week, I'll be joined by Isla May, as I said, in the studio, so looking forward to that. Right, let's go back to the playlist from a couple of weeks back now, shall we, and play you a few more tracks. This is the latest offering from singer-songwriter Grace Calver. It is called New Shirt, another one produced by her producer that's worked with Alfie Templeman. This is New Shirt.
Everything I need. My heart skips a beat. Every time you look at me, you can make my life complete. Sweep me off my feet. You don't even notice me. I heard you were going out tonight. Didn't plan on staying up, but I guess for you I might. New shirt, short skirt, I might be overdressed. Our friends are in their jeans, but I'm trying to impress. You walked in, I realised, and you looked me in the eyes. All of my social skills, they die. Here come all those butterflies. Go to the bar to kill some time, 'cause I'm too nervous to say hi. I'll hide behind my glass of wine and hope that you will know you are everything I need. My heart skips a beat. Every time you look at me, you can make my life complete. Sweep me off my feet. You don't even notice me. Oh wow, I found you standing next to me. Asked how I was, said that you heard my song on the BBC. You talk, I thought, this is my dopamine. You smile and touch my hand, I forget how to breathe. I've got your number in my phone, and I'll be waiting for your call. Even if there's other plans, I'm prepared to drop them all. My friends all think I've lost my mind, 'cause I keep laughing at your jokes. They're not that funny half the time. I just want you to know you are everything I need. My heart skips a beat. Every time you look at me, you can make my life complete. Sweep me off my feet. You don't even notice me. Love it when you smile at me, breathless when you look at me. I think you should be with me, marry me. Love it when you smile at me, breathless when you look at me. I think you should be with me, marry me. This is kind of stressing me, giving me anxiety. I think I should stop this now. Stop talking, stop talking.
G.
Eyes never lie, I didn't see it in your stupid pretty eyes.
Grace Calver, A New Shirt before that. And that one is Laura T's Eyes Don't Lie. Here for another 20 minutes or so, we're going to go back to Strawberry Fair 2026 now, just a few weeks ago, but we've only played these live songs once. There are a few others, well, there's lots of others, got the whole set to everybody. But we're going to play you some of the highlights that we played on our highlight show a few weeks ago. Once again, we're going back to this from Phoenix to begin with. This is Just Me, live.
I heard that she's so sweet. She's something I could never be. Not completely. Her smile lights up the room, and she knows the words to all the tunes that we used to sing to. But I still play our song. Oh, but you can't sing aloud. Does she hold you when the world's blue? Does she light up when you walk in the room the way I used to? Does her heart beat when your eyes meet? Does she wake up just to watch you fall asleep and to hear the way you breathe? Or was that just me? Was that just me? They say it's just a phase. Don't let the heart get in the way and ruin what you've made. But I can't help it, I'm addicted. She's so perfect, I can't fit in. 'Cause you want her, she's a vision. I can't help but wonder, does she hold you when the world's blue? Does she light up when you walk in the room the way I used to? Does her heart beat when your eyes meet? Does she wake up just to watch you fall asleep and to hear the way you breathe? Or was that just me? Was that just me? Was that just me? Was that just me? Now he holds me when I'm lonely. Yes, he lights up when I walk in the room the way I used to. Thank you so much. Thank you, Strawberry Fair. I appreciate you.
That was Phoenix and Just Me.
Because the sun has been getting progressively brighter, and the more
This is George Bone.
wafting in to make this set seem a lot more dramatic. I am a god. This next one is going to come out on August 13th, and it's called Note in a Bottle. It's one of my favourites that I've ever written, because then I can just tax expense therapy sessions and just masquerade it as music. So this is a song that I don't know if people will have these feelings, that they have a look back in their life and they think, God, I wish, like, if only this had gone this way, if only X had happened, if only Y happened, and then the path that I wanted, or the path that I thought that I wanted when I was younger, would have acted out in a certain way. And this is the letter to my 8-year-old self, to tell myself that, you know, things are going to be fine, hopefully. This is called Note in a Bottle. Hid a note in a bottle a long time ago. Proud of the letters and answers I wrote. The ink like the sea with the pen my mom gave to me. So I waded through water, put my lips toward the glass, but my little arm couldn't throw it that far. It drifted away and I hope that it's read someday. What if the reader wanted to know the stories and reasons behind what I throw? Would I be happy if I was the one who picked up the bottle and read what I'd done? Would I feel guilty or would I feel proud if little old me could see the me now? Now that I'm older, I know what I'd say. A dreaming is fun, but you'll wake up someday. The pen ran out dry, but at least you can say you tried. Now I'm still waiting to hear a reply from the bottle you threw with all our hopes inside. 'Cause growing up shows there's only so long to go. What if the water got into the glass? Blurred all the messages, changed up my past. As soon as you threw it, it was out of our hands. Something that a year on me didn't plan. Oh, would I be happy if I was the one who picked up the bottle and read what I'd done? Would I feel guilty or would I feel proud if little old me could see the me now? See the me now. I know I'd be happy with what I had done. I know it looks different from when I was young. No need to feel guilty, 'cause I'll make me proud by being the version of me I am now. Cheers, thank you very much.
You're listening to a few highlights of our NMG stage at Strawberry Fair 2026. We'll continue with this from Georgia, Nevada. This is Stone's Throw.
Fire like I had nothing to lose. Bad for me, nothing's ever been more true than diamond blood and you're back inside my head. You took my silence as nothing to say. Just a toxic influence. You'll always be the same. You made your bed. Now I'm back inside my head.
Georgia Nevada and Stone's Throw. And this is SJ Mortimer's Blackout. Should pretty much wrap up this week's show. Thanks for listening. Full track listing online as usual.
All the magic's gone, and all the days they're long, am I just rolling along to nowhere? I've been losing track, damn, the world spins fast, and I need to get back to somewhere. I need a blackout right now. All this noise, it just shouldn't be allowed. You know, I'm burnt out, gotta slow down. I'm all drawn up on second chances, baby. I can use the blackouts. No, there's no space left in my head's a wreck. They say sleep when you're dead. Yeah, I'm dying, but I'm not ready yet. I need a blackout right now. All this noise, it just shouldn't be allowed. You know, I'm burnt out. I gotta slow down. I'm all drawn up on second chances, baby. I could use a blackout. I need a blackout right now. All this noise, I need to tune it out. You know, there's no doubt I'm gonna break down. I'm all drawn up on second chances. I just need some kind of landing. Don't know where or what the plan is, but baby, I could use a blackout. Yeah. A blackout. I could use a blackout. Thank you so much.
SJ Mortimer and Blackout. Right, that really is it for this week's show. I'll see you again next week, same time, usual place, with Isla May live in the studio, and Alex Elbro will be joining me once again to co-host with some more exciting news. I'll leave you with this, live from Strawberry Fair earlier this year, Communication from Tiny Vessels.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice. Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Communication, you're breaking down. Communication, I didn't catch that now. I didn't catch that now. Communication. Communication, I didn't catch that now. You run the lines, the bulbous flame, stuck in the shadows, head over low. I heed the call, I always do. The damage is done, creeping up on you, and I don't wanna live in the silence. I don't wanna live in the silence, silence. Uh-oh, communication, you're breaking down. Communication, I didn't catch that now. I didn't catch that now. Communication. Communication, I didn't catch that now. You lift your head, what do you see? Something surreal you don't believe. I try to talk, but you don't hear. Stuck in a world that just doesn't care, and I don't want to live in silence, silence. Can you say something to me? I don't want to live in the silence, silence. Uh-oh, sorry, can you repeat the torture chamber will consume your mind? As the static kills everything it finds. Your eyes grow tired of the silver screen. Good evening, Strawberry Fair. We are Tiny Vessels from Cambridge. It's a pleasure to be here. You don't know what to believe. Communication, you're breaking down. Communication, I didn't catch that now. I didn't catch that now. Communication. Communication, I didn't catch that now. Thank you. Cheers.